before everything else.
All righty, I'm pushing the stream.
Oh my gosh. Let me turn down this crazy whatever music in.
All right, there we go. There's Facebook, or sorry, Facebook. Ooh, here's YouTube. Say hi, YouTube.
Good morning, everybody. It's me, San Martin, and Eric Knight of the Prescott Times, and we are joined this morning with the infamous best guest ever, Haley. Good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing well. How about you guys?
I'm back here for Haley. I like it. Junior Cook says, I see you. I see you or I see you. Anyways, okay, so today is one of those days where we're just like, what should we talk about? And everybody was probably wondering what the headline was all about. They're like, wait. There was an election yesterday, and you guys want to talk about 4-H? I was like, heck yeah, that's what we want.
Yes.
So,
Heck yes, but we got to talk about the day first.
Oh yeah, let's do that. I think this is the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. I think it was well prepared, but Eric, take it.
I think it was well prepared, but I'm guessing they set these things long before they decided today was the day after election day. So I got a couple. You ready for them? All right. The first one is use your common sense day. It's a good day for that.
I think that's one day behind.
All right. Hold on. Yeah. Very true. All right. The next one is National Skeptics Day.
Okay. Yeah, I think there's a lot of people that will fall on that. That's for
right?
sure.
There may be some of that going on. And then the last one of today is Stress Awareness Day. And I think all three apply.
She's like, all three apply.
All three apply. All three describe today. If they don't, then you must be on another planet.
That's funny. So Regina just posted, she goes, please, anything but political stuff. Well, congratulations, Regina. We can officially say congratulations because we think that you maybe won or
all right. So if you're going to go there, you just said no politics. So these are all unofficial results. All right. Unofficial results. And so we're just talking about the local stuff. And so for Chino Valley was a big runoff between Eric and Regina. And everything's being reported right now. It has not been certified by the county yet, but it's 49.51% Eric to Regina's 50.49%. So assuming they certify it, Regina looks like she's taken the Chino Valley council seat. Yeah.
Whoever wins, and unofficially, congratulations, Regina.
Yep, absolutely. And so Prescott Town Council also had an election going on, and Brenda Dickinson got 30.41% of the vote. Looks like they were doing for 2 seats. And then Roger Kingsinger got the next seat at 26.91% of the vote, with David Daum and Martin Grossman not getting those 2 seats.
Marty Grossman has been in there for a long time, so to hear him get out of there is
again unofficial, but yeah, it looks like he's out. And what's that?
He made a good run. I mean, I'm serious. He's been in there forever, so I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Who knows? Who cares? Wait.
All right. Well, I got more. This is all local, only local. Okay. Again, I cannot stress enough. Unofficial. So Prescott Unified School District Board, there were 3 positions that were being open, and there were 4 candidates. We've got Andy Ferrer, John Mackin, and either Kara or Cara Woods got all those 3 spots, with Hillary Caninzero not getting the spot. So that's for the Prescott Unified School District Board. And then the last items are ballot issues. And so Prescott Unified School District budget override looks like it came in with a no, with 55% of the vote. Humboldt Unified School Board bond issue came in as a no, with 57.87% of the vote. And I cannot stress, this is all unofficial. And those are the items that were specific to local. There's all kinds of other local results that compile into our state, taxes and things like that that don't match up with the way the rest of the state voted. So those things that I just commented again, Annie wants me to make sure I say every single piece. Unofficial, those are the numbers.
There you have it. That's our political post for the day. Let's talk about some 4-H because I feel like that's a little bit more exciting for our
It is.
children. So Haley, talk to us, and you know, obviously this is a hard subject to go ahead and pile next to on the elections, but we'll try to get the word out because this is very important for the 4-H members. Tell everybody what it's all about, how to go ahead and participate, and be a part of the 4-H crew.
Hi, everyone. I am Haley. I run or I co-run the 4-H here in Prescott, and we are super excited about starting up a new year. We have some great projects.
Wait, hold on, gotta stop you. You
Okay.
didn't tell it. There's a lot of people in Prescott that don't know what 4-H is. You got to start there.
All righty. Well, 4-H is a youth-run organization, meaning that all of our youths have officer roles. So they completely run the group. So we're really focused on leadership. And then we're similar to FFA. I know that's out in Chino, but we are slightly different in that we're not through the school districts. But it's similar to that. Similar to club organizations like Frontier Girls or Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, we work on projects all year long. So you really get to dive into different topics to learn about. And those really focus on handmade items. It focuses on animals and livestock, things like that.
That is
Okay.
awesome. What is the age limit? I know we had an issue with age, but I think it was because of what we put into the text message. Tell everybody how young they can be and how old they can be to go ahead and join this organization.
Perfect. So we accept members as young as 5. So our 5 to 8-year-olds, I believe, are called Clover Buds, and they're our youngest group, and they're kind of their own little group working through the 4-H stuff. And then anyone 8 and over is a full-fledged 4-H member, and they're the ones that get to really dive into the projects. And it goes all the way up through senior year of high school. So young kids, teenagers, everyone is welcome to come and be a part of our organization, our group.
Do you have to have a farm?
No, not at all. So we have a lot of projects that are sewing and art, weaving. Those would all be projects where you don't have to have any sort of animal or livestock. So you could totally do that in the city and not have a whole lot of land.
Oh, that's awesome. I mean, obviously there's some rules and regulations here locally in Prescott, so it'd be hard for anybody to kind of like have a goat on their property. I mean, is this something that everybody wants to, can find out about? Is that what 4-H does? Gives you the rules and regulations for the area, or how does that work out?
Yeah, we can definitely help you find what the city regulations are for the different areas here in town. I know Prescott, Chino are really great in helping. If you want animals, helping you try to find them and make them work in your community. The only part we don't have any information on is if you live in an HOA. And unfortunately, we can't help you there. They kind of run those neighborhoods.
Oh my gosh. So we're getting chickens later on. Yep. Right?
Totally do chickens. Chickens would be great.
So tell everybody what kind of animals you guys have.
Oh, so for the 4-H project, we do rabbits and alpaca llamas. So those are our 2 animal projects that we have going on right now.
And what do you do with those animals?
So
them?
Yeah, so you raise them, you learn all about how you take care of them, you learn about what they need, you learn about how to have them judged, to know what fur they're for, what all these different animals are used for. You know, rabbits have a big use, so do alpacas and llamas. So you learn what they're used for. And then at the end, so in the spring, you get to bring them to what we call expo and show them off. Show off what you've learned, show off these animals that you have raised from when they were very little up till now, and show off how much you know about them. And that goes with also the sewing, the art, and the weaving projects. So you get to bring your projects to expo and show off also what you've learned all year, what you've worked on all year.
So
Yes.
Haley, I'm going to ask, this is not normal times, right? And so meeting in person, things like that. I know people are cautious on that. How are you guys handling it this year? And, how has it happened in the past?
So in the past, we have all met at the Prescott Fairgrounds, and we have a great room there. It's part of the University of Arizona Co-op Extension buildings, and that's who sponsors our 4-H. But this year, you're right, it's so different. Right now, we're meeting via Zoom. U of A reevaluates the numbers every 2 weeks. And so at some point, hopefully, we'll get the release to meet back in person. But right now, it's all via Zoom.
That is cool. I like that where everybody could go ahead and accommodate. I mean, just especially if it's something. I mean, you guys were talking about this earlier when they were going to cut off the program. Was that the pro? Oh no, that program was with the police department, right?
Yes.
That part. Okay, so it wasn't this 4-H scenario. So that's cool. I think that is something that I've always liked because it was something that would actually be beneficial because a lot of things that it does help you is bring responsibility and also brings you education about farm animals. Do you guys do a lot of things that talk about like gardening as far as raising crops and stuff like that, or is it just strictly for animals?
Right now, it's livestock, but we are always looking for parent volunteers. There are awesome projects that work on gardening and agriculture and growing your own food. So if that's something that you guys are interested in, I would love to have parents come in and help volunteer and teach those projects as well. Because our whole club works off of parents who are going to teach these different projects.
And is there a limit of how many people could join? Did we
Nope.
already? Nope. Okay, cool.
Nope, let's the more the merrier. So let's have I would love for this to be a big group. I would love for kids to work in larger groups, really diving into these different projects. So yeah, if you are interested at all, contact me. I would love to have you guys be there.
That is amazing. I can't wait. I think we're going to go ahead and join as well. So we are looking forward to this because once again, this is what it's all about in learning, a learning experience.
So, and hey, I know there's a timeline on this, and you said parent volunteers, but you said something about grandmas and things like that. It sounds like any community members with maybe a skill or a talent can join. And I heard some really cool things that you've been talking about that are on the books that you guys can do, but may not be super active with right now. So, these volunteers, community volunteers, tell us how they can be, and then what is the timeline for this? Because I know I've heard you say a couple of times that we're down to a number of weeks. If you don't join now, you'll just have to wait until next year.
Yes. So, okay. So, adult volunteers, they do not have to be parents. If you are someone in the local community who wants to help out with kids and thinks that you have a talent or a skill, that's great. Even if you don't, I started teaching the rabbit project before I had any knowledge whatsoever about rabbits because I had someone who was interested in it. So, you don't necessarily have to be an expert. You just have to want to give back and to help, the next generation of our Prescott kids. Contact me. We can work you through the paperwork. And then for kids, we are kind of running up against a time frame for them to get involved. They can join this month and December, but come January, it makes it really hard for them to get all of what needs to happen done in the year. So now, next month, or you have to wait. So contact me. Let's get you guys signed up and do this sooner rather than later.
That is amazing. Thank you, Haley. And how does everybody get a hold of you? And where can they get a hold of you?
Facebook. I'm always on Facebook. Shoot me a message there. I'll make a comment on the video, so you'll have my link there. But that's really the easiest way to get a hold of me.
Awesome.
Well,
Thank you guys so much.
Say that one more time, Eric.
I was just saying that's great. They definitely comment on the thread so people know how to get a hold of you. Is there a group or anything like that they can, like a website, anything that they as an alternative in case they can't find the video?
Yes. So 4-H has a website that you can go to. I'll leave the link down below because I don't know it off the top of my head. And our group has a Facebook group. It is private though, because I really worry about our kids' photos and what they're up to being online. But if you contact me, I can always link you to that as well.
Cool.
Excellent. Excellent. I like that a lot. Well, thank you, Haley. Thank you for joining us this morning. And if you guys want to find out more, you can find out more on the Prescott Times and also on this thread right here. So, Junior Cook leaves you with, wow, that girl is smart. You cook, making it happen. And Hanny says, hello, Haley, if you
Yeah.
didn't see all those comments. Thank you, Haley. I don't
So,
use
Sam, am I getting that you did 4-H when you were a kid?
who, me?
Yeah, you.
No, I didn't do 4-H. All my cowboy friends did 4-H. They always told me about it, and I thought that you had to have a obviously a cowboy hat and a farm to go ahead and be a part of that. I'm just saying. That's why I asked the question. I said, do you have to have any special tools or anything? Because to be a farmer, man, you might have to have rough hands and stuff.
Well, now you can live out your childhood dream. You just need to bring a cowboy hat with you.
I'm gonna live vicariously through little Kiki because she's gonna have to go through all this. It's just so funny because schooling is out right now, and Ceci's like, man, you're taking this very serious. I was like, Ceci, this is called redemption. I'm gonna live through Kiki and make sure that she survives through elementary, middle school, and high school. Watch.
Those are all good life goals.
Yes, very much so. It's actually a really big deal. I think that being able to kind of like go through this whole pattern in life will help out the next person in line. So that's what it's good to be, an adult, is to teach what you have and also educate the children to have a better future or to go ahead and teach their children. So this is a constant revolving door. So I appreciate that. It's a smart little way to run. That's for sure. I like that stuff. I really like it a lot, to be honest. So, I mean, there is so much going on. I know everybody was like, what? 4-H? There's a whole election thing going on.
Like, then, was that on the ballot? I didn't see that on the ballot. Did you vote for it, San Martin?
Yeah, you guys need to learn how to cook some of your chickens. That's what we're going to teach you guys later on in today's show. Just kidding. One of the things that happened, guys, I mean, obviously everybody wasn't really talking about this, but they passed the legalization of marijuana. I think this might calm down Arizona a tad bit. What do you guys think?
It'll be interesting, but yeah, that's one of those things we talked about that as a statewide and local, it did pass with a high margin too.
Yeah, it looks like it was a big deal for the Arizona ballot. So, I mean, as far as obviously the presidency was the biggest deal, and right now we are showing some crazy numbers out there, and I feel like it hasn't been called yet, so we don't know when that official date is. Eric, do you?
And I did miss one, San Martin. Paul Gosar, who's our representative for our region, he of course, which was expected, he did take the cake on that one.
Wow, that's good. That's good. I mean, I really honestly don't know what the heck these guys are doing and what they're doing for me personally. But I actually made a post this morning saying, no matter who is in line or who is actually running, I mean, it's not bad to be a decent person. I mean, no matter what. So we are all human. We are all trying to make things work. But hopefully, all of our expectations as far as what a person's going to do, what a person's not going to do, with all those commercials and those freaking mailers. I mean, I swear I thought we were going to a communist country. I feel like this morning I woke up and said, oh man, today's a great day. I hate to say this.
Wait, maybe you shouldn't.
I probably shouldn't say it. But I was like, man, okay, I won't say it.
Well, okay. So, but I did wake up and wasn't it refreshing? All the text messages have stopped. All of the Facebook ads have stopped. All of the Twitter ads have stopped. All of the Google ads have stopped. Like the only thing left is everybody's yard signs have to come down.
Yeah.
And we're back to normal, right?
Oh yeah. I actually, for some crazy reason, after they started like doing a that whole like investigation against Twitter, Facebook, and Google, for some reason my ads and everything started changing quite drastically. Like it was going back to what I like to watch, which is like America's Got Talent and music. Like I was like, dude, I love America's Got Talent. It's just like you find somebody that has talent and all of a sudden they get in front of thousands in a crowd and then everybody stands up and dances and cries. And I'm like, I'm crying. Everybody I
San Martin, we're sitting there last night watching the election results, and my oldest is like, "How can you watch this?" And
I
granted, she'll be voting next time, so that's another topic.
yeah.
But she's like, "How can you be glued to this, watching this?" I'm like, "You love America's Got Talent. It's the same thing."
I actually love numbers. I love watching numbers and statistics. But ever since this year started, I completely said to myself, I do not like math anymore and statistics. Get it, Ceci. She's using my guard. But this year I have no clue what's going on, man. When I was looking at the map last night, I was like, "Oh right, look at that! Check it out. It's all red." Obviously, President Trump has done a very good job, and everybody wants to vote for him. But you go to New York, and there's like four little blue spots on New York, and the rest is red, and then they're like, "Oh no, Joe Biden took the state," and I'm like, "Okay, I have no clue how this works." But
Dense
hey,
population, San Martin. That's why we say the electoral college is so important. Is you don't want a small couple of dots running the entire country. I mean, back to Annie, we had her on a couple weeks ago in our conversation live. Is the thought behind this country and the rollout of all of the things that they did, like the electoral college. That's it was brilliant. I mean, it's a way to avert civil war. If you just had one small group of you know square dot, whatever you want to call it, making the decisions for everybody, everybody would be upset all the time.
yeah. Well, I mean, once again, just looking at the numbers and acknowledging like the whole like it was just weird. It was just weird. And then they were calling states, and there was only one county that was in a color. And I'm like, how? Wait, what did I miss? I was like, okay, that's cool. And once again, this is one of the years where I'm just completely baffled by numbers, math, and just common sense. I feel like anything that I say or do has to be rewritten in some sort of book that has to be rewritten after 2020. Like everything that I thought was real isn't real, and then everything that is real now is kind of still questionable. I have no clue. I'm really confused, guys. But it's not going to stop me from doing what I do best, and that's love, caring, and being a person that is of good kindness. I guess I don't know. I have no clue, but
It's good. It's good. So on that note, I mean, unfortunately, we're not the news cycle today. I mean, everybody's glued to the national news and what's going on. Do you have any other local updates, or should we call this one early?
no, Eric, it's not all in yet. We're not going to go
Or
all
it's
in.
not all in yet. Got it. Okay, good to know.
Okay, so this is what we will do. We will go ahead and keep on posting, some of the things that are happening throughout the day on the PrescottTimes.com. There is a lot of new releases that are happening and also being released today. So go to the PrescottTimes.com and follow that, so you guys can go ahead and see the up to date what is happening. With that being said, you know what? I think we should just go ahead and take it off, man. Just take the rest of the day off. Just enjoy our lives. Just, drink some coffee. You know, go plant some trees. I have no clue, but you know what? Listen, you know what? Matter of fact, stop what you're doing. Start thinking about Christmas decorations. There you go.
Yeah, as they say, let the turkey have its day.
I don't have no Christmas decorations right here, but oh, check it out, guys. I'll leave you off with something. Check this out.
By the way, loving the suit today. You brought your best for post election day. Ah, there they are. They look great.
Yeah, I actually make these for the girls in the salon.
Nice. That was a cool thing for them to drop off those flowers. You give them all out yet?
Yeah, definitely gave him a huge shout out. Rakini over there at Allen's Flowers, beautiful person, beautiful freaking company. I really like that. And thank you for the compliment, Eric. I actually dressed as if there was a funeral today.
Election, funeral. I mean, I get it.
Any whatever. It doesn't matter. We are all here and we are all still living. So with that being said, you know what? God is good. You guys are beautiful people, and that's all that matters. I said it here first. But you know what? Let's go ahead and end it. Peace, love, and happiness. Let it not be war. And remember, love always wins. And if you guys want to find out more, you know where to go. The PrescottTimes.com. And if you see something, share it. That's how we always work. And not to mention, we still got these cars that we are giving out. So hopefully after the election time, we'll start promoting a little bit more about it. But everybody's like glued to the TV right now, looking at that United States of America, whatever they're doing over there. All right, I'm out. Bye.
No, got to take us out the right way.
I did already.
No, you didn't.
Peace, love, and happiness. Let it not be war.